Chris, and if we're all ready, let's go ahead and call the meeting to order. You ready for the roll call?
Sue Burton.
Here.
Laura Bellum.
Present.
Chris Westerman.
Here.
Matthew Crutcher.
Here.
David Harrington.
Here.
Gary Waters.
Here.
Elizabeth Gooden.
Here.
Alice Kelly.
Here.
Eric Challenger.
Here.
Solomon is not here. Everybody's here.
All
We
right.
do have a quorum.
Thank you so much. Did everybody have a chance to read the minutes from August the 10th?
I move they be adopted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Matthew made the second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Let's immediately go into the closed meeting so we can take care of a pressing piece of business.
Okay.
Mr. Challenger?
I move to go into closed meeting as allowed by Virginia Code 2.2-3712 pursuant to the applicable exemptions, Virginia Code subsection 2.2-3705.11 and 2.2-3711A1 for the purpose of discussion of personnel records containing information concerning identifiable individuals as it relates to eligibility for pension retirement benefits. I ask that someone adopt that particular motion
So moved.
Second.
and vote.
In favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
So we're not going to go into closed session.
All right, then let's move on to the next section.
You have 3 retirees that are now vested, but there are no new applicants for retirement. All 3 members are part of the Portsmouth Retirement System. Clifford Cherry, Willie Johnson, and Faye Spivery. There is nobody that has hit vested or applied for retirement in the fire and police. However, we do have 2 reported deaths and beneficiaries. Eddie Williams from PRS. There is a 50% spousal annuity that will be paid to Mrs. Martha Williams. Shirley Askew, also a PRS. There is no death benefit that's payable. Active participants as of September 1st, we have 21 in the fire and police and 19 in the Portsmouth Supplemental.
I don't remember seeing a list of those people who are eligible but haven't applied before.
We've just started doing that in the last, 4 or 5 months?
So these 3 folks up here, they are vested, so it means they're eligible.
Mm-hmm.
Are they eligible across the board? I mean, they are eligible to submit
Yes.
application for retirement. And have we sent them any, or John Hancock sent them any information about applying?
Yes, that would be how you even get record of them is through contact, either through John Hancock
Oh, okay.
or from Rose to John Hancock. So that's
So they're in the system with John Hancock
That's
somewhere? Okay, all right. Thanks.
when
All
it works
right.
the way it's supposed to. It works really well.
That's great.
Recurring business report, the schedule of historic funds.
It is a new year. We have a beginning balance year-to-date of $230,630,954.83. We have interest income of $111,871.95. We have return of benefit payments of $1,191.30. Recurring benefit payments, $2,996,430.20. A realized gain of $38,346.32. An unrealized gain of $2,447,219.52. We have a net change, a decrease of $397,801.11. For an ending balance of $230,233,153.72. That is a change from July 31st of last year, a decrease of $1,279,061.03.
I just have a question. It says 2016 and 2017. Is that just a typo on the dates?
Yes, my apologies.
That's okay.
It'll be changed and then added into the record correctly.
Yes.
All right.
I wanted to point out the recurring benefit payment is $2.9 million. This time last year it was $2.4 million. So that's about a $500,000 more payment. So each year it's about $3 million more going out the door to benefits. And that'll probably increase for a few more years and then start decreasing.
So noted. All right, are we ready for the investment committee report?
We have the RFP, it closed last week. We have the submissions, and the investment committee will be working on reviewing those submissions and making a recommendation to the board.
How many did we get?
7.
The other question that, since I saw RFP up here, is when was the last time we did an RFP on the record keeper? So John Hancock in this case.
That's a good question. The contract is still valid, so I'll double check that and bring it back.
It's been a while. I might suggest we.
Been some time because it was New York Life before I retired, and then John Hancock
Bought them
bought them out, and I think that was just the transition. I don't think there was another.
Yeah, I mean, if we had a number of discussions over the last few meetings about fees,
Yeah.
and that might be another area that we can have some adjustments made if we send out another RFP for that.
Sure. You're saying it was signed last year?
Yeah, there was a
Or year
contract
before?
signed
Okay.
by you, I think,
Yeah,
March of 2016 with,
yeah,
with
I
John
thought it had been
Hancock.
one recently.
Okay. So it may not be for another 4 years or
Yeah,
so.
I couldn't remember whether there had been one or not.
I do have a list of all the finance contracts, and that one is on there. I just can't remember the when it's expiring. I know my audit one is expiring. I have to review that one.
Okay. Bylaw status?
I'm going to change the one portion of the interest, and we'll bring that back to the board to hopefully vote a final.
Yes.
And I will send that out as soon as I make the change. I'll send it out this week, and then we'll vote on it next month.
Great.
That took a long time.
Any updates on the record retention policy?
We're still working on it. We're almost finished. And we're going to be giving the I'm sorry, my pen just exploded. The vendor DOMA our records to scan. And it was too hard to have a volunteer to do that because there was a lot of training and audit stuff. We had to really separate it all out. But we have our boxes almost all finished being labeled, and it's just a matter of 1 or 2 more boxes, and we'll be done. So.
And I think there was a last-minute invoice that was added to your packet that we need to vote on. Just arrived last
Yeah.
night.
We got some last night where they were questioning some payments. Some of them were the ones that were just approved last month. And I sent them back in response and said, these were just approved last month. They've been sent in for payment. There's one that we're still dithering over, but this one for $1,500 we did not have. So I just need approval and we can send it in.
Didn't we discuss there was 2 $1,500 fees from them? Maybe a couple meetings ago, there were 2. There were duplicates, and we had a discussion about that. And
We had a discussion, I want to say around the April-May timeframe, about quadros that we found there were duplicates.
okay.
And that was was it $950 or $750 a person? And we did find several duplicates. And there was an invoice then, I believe, there was nothing but quadros, and all of those were on other invoices. But this one, I went through, and we do not have this one. I have copies of every invoice they have sent us. And I spent time last night going through, verifying, had we seen this one, had we approved this one, had I sent it off to be paid? And this one, I did not have a copy of. This is a new one that I have not seen. Where it went for approval back in May, I do not know, but it did not come to us.
Are they gonna charge us 1.5% interest?
No.
Okay.
Now, this was for writing bonus checks?
Yes.
And for $1,500, I could
Pretty
sit and
good, huh?
sign some checks.
We're in the wrong business. I move it be paid.
Is there a
You don't want to
second?
second it? Second.
All those in favor,
Aye.
please signify. Thank you very much.
Very begrudgingly.
Moving on to new business.
They don't even sign it by hand.
I don't know if you all remember that Tom Shanley and Associates had asked whether or not we could move our next meeting to at least a week later, because by then they would have the end of their fiscal year figures. And would that be the 19th then, Gail, that you have on the,
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems later than normal.
Yeah,
It
so.
would usually be the 12th. And since that had been discussed in the last meeting and tentatively put out there, the talk was we didn't necessarily want to move it all the way back to the 26th,
Right.
but put it up, give them the extra time, but not push it all the way to the end of the month.
Because it's an annual report that we get from them, and we couldn't vote on it last time because we didn't have a quorum. So does anybody have any major issues with that date?
Well, I'll be out of town. I'm not sure what date, but I'll be out of town a week in October to attend my high school
I don't want to hear what year.
1962 graduation party in Colorado.
Okay. We'll hope that you'll be
Right,
available.
I'll let her know.
Please.
All right.
So we're moving it from the 12th to the 19th? Is that
If
what
we
that
so,
would be
if we
better?
so vote.
I'm
think
good with
we
that.
need
I'm out of town.
You are out of town?
On the 12th, but the
Oh.
19th,
Okay,
it worked
great.
out better for me.
Okay. So can I have a motion then? Do we need to vote on that?
I think we do, since
I
we're
think we
changing the
should,
date.
yeah.
I'll make a motion, go to the 19th instead of the 12th.
Second?
I second.
Second.
Okay. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. Is there anything else in new business or unfinished, or?
I just, for the actuary report, I'll probably have some people from budget and accounting come in and just to listen, because it does affect some of our accounting, and it's interesting for them to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think they came in last year.
Yes. We'll make it interesting for them to hear. But yes, thank you.
All right.
Are you going to mail our parking passes, or what are you going to do? Because ours is going to be expired by the end of the month.
What I will do is, I will let her know that you guys need new parking passes. She'll probably deliver them to me. I can let you guys know that I have them, and if you want to either stop by or you want me to mail it, or usually what we do is, if they've already expired, you get a free pass, so to speak, for that next meeting.
All right, all those in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Or somebody make a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Challenger, thank you very much for all the work you did on all that, and for the clarifications.
Oh, no problem.
And for going out to speak to
Willing to
them.
help.
And for opening the
Tell my
door.
boss that I did a good job.
That was horrible.